Hello, Stephanie. I'm Andrew. I'm going to be working with you a little bit and going over some questions just to kind of figure out a little bit of a plan for what's been going on in your life. You want to tell me a few things about yourself first?
Well, I have two boys um, that are at home with me. I'm kind of a single parent, but I do have a boyfriend um, that that I have a relationship with, but we don't live together.
Okay.
Um,
Do you have
he's
financial support from him or from anybody?
No, not at this point. No,
But it said
but he,
something about him supplying you with some sporadic money here and there.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, occasionally, yeah, he helps out, but he is the father of my youngest
And so you've been having
child.
trouble with your drinking and occasional use of cocaine. It's kind of affected your parenting, would you say?
Well, I guess so. I mean, yeah, yeah, I sometimes stay after work and I work in a bar, in a lounge, and so at the end of my shift, I often stay at home. I often stay there to have a few drinks because my kids have a babysitter, and so I don't have to go right home. But then I often drink too much, and sometimes I can't get up in the mornings, and then I feel so ashamed because I'm not giving my kids what they need. And
And you've been having issues with your sleep from the cocaine use, you'd say?
yeah,
Maybe that's what's been impairing you being able to get up as easily?
well, that too, I guess. Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, so maybe we'll go through a few questions on something so I can get an idea of where you're at with your drinking. Now, how would you say your tolerance is? How many drinks do you say it would take for you to feel high or moderately drunk?
Hmm. Probably, yikes. I don't know, maybe three or four.
Okay. And then when it comes to worrying, do you worry or have close friends or relatives that are worried about you or complain about your drinking at all in the past year?
Well, a little bit. Like I know my dad worries about me. My mum, she died a few years ago.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah. But my dad, um, he's got some depression that he's trying to sort through right now, but he is concerned, and he does come over to visit the kids once or twice a week.
Well, that's good for not only you, but for him, being able to have that connection with each other. So that's a positive thing to think about, right?
That's true.
Now, how about eye openers? Do you sometimes feel like having a drink in the morning or when you first get up, or as they say, hair of the dog?
No,
No, that's not for
no,
you.
no.
How about amnesia? Do you ever have blackouts, or has a family member or friend told you about something you said that you don't remember doing or saying?
Yeah. Do you mean, do I get drunk to the point where I don't remember anything the next
Yeah,
morning?
that could, yeah,
Oh,
or
yeah,
say something.
yeah,
Okay.
that's happened for sure.
And do you struggle sometimes with cutting down or feeling the need to cut down?
Well, I I do feel the need to that I should. I mean, yes, I of course I feel I should cut down, but it's pretty hard.
Easier said than done, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's something we can get to with some plans here in the future.
Okay.
Now, I got a couple more questions on something else that I was concerned about, and I just want to make sure that your drug use isn't too high. So, we're just going to go over some questions, and all you have to do is answer yes or no.
Okay.
All right? You're
I
comfortable with
guess.
that? So, the first one, have you used drugs other than those required for medical reasons?
Yeah. It's never for a medical reason.
Do you use more than one drug at a time?
Well, I I I drink and will then maybe do some cocaine, and on
To
occasion
kind of
I've done
sober yourself out.
marijuana and then cocaine.
Okay, so we'll say that yes, you do sometimes use more than one substance, but that's not the end of the world. Are you able to stop using drugs when you want to?
No,
No.
I've
Well,
tried. I've I've tried, but
it shows that you're just making a step in the right direction by coming here.
okay.
Have you had any blackouts or flashbacks as a result of your drug use?
No,
Now, I know
no,
that you say from alcohol occasionally, but not from cocaine use or anything.
no,
That's good. Do you ever feel bad or guilty about your drug use?
all the time
Yeah.
because I know it's affecting how I parent my kids.
Well, it can be stressful, but remember that these are things that can be changed, and there can be a positive outcome in your future for this. Does your spouse or parents ever complain about your involvement with drugs?
No,
No.
because actually I I do occasionally do some cocaine with my boyfriend.
Okay. All right. Have you neglected your family because of the use of drugs?
Oh, yes, I'd have to say yes. I have on occasion. I sometimes I feel like I put the drugs, like taking cocaine, ahead of being with the kids, and yes, I would say I have issues around that.
Have you ever engaged in illegal activities in order to obtain drugs?
No,
Well, that's good. Have you ever experienced withdrawal symptoms or felt sick when you stopped taking drugs?
um, I can't really say that I have. I don't think so.
Okay.
No,
And have you had medical problems as a result of your drug use? For example, memory loss, hepatitis, or anything,
no,
disease,
no,
anything? No?
no.
All right, well, that's good to know. I should be done with some of these questions soon, but I'm just going to ask you a few more questions that kind of pertain to your mental health and how you're feeling right now.
Hmm. Okay.
Now, on these, it's going to be 0 to 3, 0 being not at all, 1 being several days, 2 being more than half the days, and 3 being nearly every day. You can answer whatever you feel is the most appropriate answer.
Okay.
Now, 0 to 3, little interest or pleasure in doing things.
Hmm. Little interest. Well, I think probably two.
Okay.
I don't always get satisfaction from anything that I think I should.
Well, that's not good, but we'll be able to figure out a plan to try and get that taken care of for you. Feeling down, depressed, or hopeless.
Yeah, probably a two again.
Okay.
Again, I feel like I'm letting my kids down, and that makes me depressed. And
Yeah, but remember you've taken the right step by coming here.
okay,
Trouble falling asleep, or trouble falling or staying asleep, or sleeping too much.
yeah, probably a two again because I feel I have insomnia. So, but then when I go to sleep, I sometimes have difficulty waking up.
Okay. So, what would you say for feeling tired or having little energy?
Well, probably because of my sleep issues. That's why I feel tired and and don't have much energy. So I think that's nearly every day.
So, a
I
3.
think that's a three.
Okay. How about poor appetite or overeating? Only if you're hungover?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't overeat, so I'd say maybe a 1.
Okay. You ever feel bad about yourself or what you are, or that you are a failure or have let yourself or your family down?
A lot. A lot. A 2.
I'm sorry to hear that. But we'll be able to figure out a plan that'll get you feeling better about yourself and making better choices soon. Trouble concentrating on things such as reading the newspaper or watching television.
Yeah, yeah, that happens sometimes. I'm not much of a reader, but I can get into the odd show, but probably a 1.
Okay. And do you have issues moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed, or the opposite, or being so frigidly and restless that you have been moving around a lot more than usual?
Hmm, I'd say a 1 for that. I certainly don't. I don't think that I speak slowly, but I definitely get restless. So that would be a 1, I think.
Okay. And what are your thoughts on what would be better, or thoughts that you would be better off dead or hurting yourself in some way?
Hmm. Not very often, but I I I have had those thoughts a little bit.
Okay. All right. And with the last one,
There's
sometimes
still another
trauma
one?
and coach. Yeah, I know it's a lot, but after this one, I'll just give you a brief plan of what we can start doing with the team here, and then if you need to take a break, you can take a break. But sometimes cocaine addiction and trauma go hand in hand, so I just want to make sure that you don't have any serious trauma issues that might need to be resolved. So I'm going to give you one more survey, and it's going to be in the last month, how many times have you experienced the following? And it'll be a scale of 0 to 3, 3 being often and 0 being never.
So
Right?
0 to 3 again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So headaches.
Oh, not very often, but so 1.
Okay. Insomnia.
Well, like I said on the previous assessment, yeah, I do have some sleeping issues and not being able to sleep, so I would say a 2.
Weight loss without dieting.
No, not at all.
Stomach problems.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know if that's the drugs
It can go
or
hand in hand with the cocaine for sure. And the
yeah,
alcohol too can cause issues in your stomach that make it harder to eat.
yeah, so maybe a 2.
Okay. Sexual problems. I understand that this might not be an easy question to answer, but just answer to the best of your ability.
Um,
There
well,
will be a few like this.
okay. I guess with my boyfriend, just very maybe a little bit once in a while.
Do you ever feel isolated from others?
Yeah, quite a bit. I don't have many friends, and and yeah, I except for when I stay at the bar after work, that's really the only time I feel like
Make
I'm with
connections
other
with people?
people. Yeah, so
That's,
yeah,
well, I'll
I'd
be able
say
to figure out some things that can get you with healthier crowds too.
okay. I think that's a 2.
Okay. Do you ever have flashbacks?
No,
No.
no,
Okay.
I can't say that I
Restless
do.
sleep?
Yeah, well, that goes along with the insomnia, I think so. But yeah, I don't know, a 1 or a 2, a 1 maybe, sure, or a 2.
Okay. Do you have low sex drive
Mm,
or issues in bed?
well, sometimes I guess if I've been drinking quite a bit, I don't really care. Yeah, a 1.
Okay. Do you have anxiety attacks?
Mm, like what?
Like, do you ever stress out or think that the world's about to end or your walls are going to come crashing down on you?
Hmm.
You overanalyze and overpanic about things?
Yeah, I guess I do once in a while. Yeah. Not that often, but once in a while. A one.
Okay. Sexual overactivity?
No, I would not say so.
Okay. Loneliness?
Yes, quite a bit. Quite a bit. Again, sometimes staying with people after work helps me not be so lonely, but yeah, a two.
Do you have nightmares?
Mm, not much. I wouldn't, just maybe once in a while,
So,
a one.
okay. Spacing out and going away in your mind?
Um, yeah, I guess when I'm doing cocaine, I guess I do that a little bit, for sure. A one.
Okay. Sadness?
Yeah, I feel pretty sad. Not all the time, but more often than not. Yeah, a two.
How about dizziness?
No, no, I don't think so.
Are you not feeling satisfied with your sex life?
Mm, once in a while, I don't. Maybe a one.
Do you have trouble controlling your temper?
Um, well, occasionally, if I haven't had much sleep and the kids are annoying me in the morning or something after I'm just waking up after a late night at the bar, then I can get kind of pretty angry, I guess. But not too often. Maybe a one.
Waking up early in the morning?
Mm,
Go fast.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a one.
Uncontrollable crying?
No, no, I don't.
How about a fear of men?
Well, I have had in the past, but recently, maybe. Yeah, sometimes I get fearful when I'm at the bar serving men. I maybe don't like how they treat me.
So,
A one.
not feeling rested in the morning?
Yeah, that happens quite a bit, especially if I've been late and drinking a lot. A two.
Having sex that you didn't enjoy?
Hmm, maybe a one.
Trouble getting along with others?
Uh, yeah, sometimes I don't get along with my coworkers. A one.
Memory problems?
Yeah, I can forget things sometimes. A one.
Desire to physically hurt yourself?
No,
Fear of women?
no.
Waking up in the middle of the night?
Well, again, that goes with all my sleeping issues, I guess. A one.
Okay. Bad thoughts or feelings during sex?
No.
Passing out?
Well, I've certainly done that. Yeah, a few times, but not often. No, a one.
Feeling that things are unreal?
No,
Unnecessary or overfrequent washing?
no.
Feelings of inferiority?
Yeah, for sure. Once in a while, I might. Like maybe a one.
Feeling tense all the time?
No, not all the time, but once in a while again. A one.
Being confused about your sexual feelings?
No,
Desire to physically hurt others?
no.
Feelings of guilt?
All the time.
So 3.
Feel a three. I just feel so badly for my kids and how I treat them sometimes.
Feeling that you are not always in your body?
No,
Have trouble breathing?
no,
Sexual feelings when you shouldn't have them?
no.
No. All right. So for now, what we're going to do is I can help you out in getting into some NA or AA meetings.
Oh, no, I don't like those. I'm not religious, and I don't like them.
Okay, so there's another program called Smart Meetings, which is basically the same thing, but they do it without an alcohol or without a religion-based approach. So it would be more peers who are not religious or spiritual, and you'll be able to go through some of the same things there. There's also some parenting courses that we could set you up for. And to be honest, I think that you should maybe set up a meeting with one of the therapists that we can set you to, just to figure out if you need any medication, because I feel like you might suffer a little bit from depression, but you'll have to talk to a doctor about that.
Okay.
And then as for your employment program, we have an employment program, or the employment that you want, or the course that you're interested in doing, we have a program here that can help set you up with it. So if you want, we'll
Okay.
book a meeting for next week, and we can come in and start getting all these things started. Does that sound like a plan?
It does.
All right. It was nice
Okay.
to meet you, Stephanie.
Thank
And I'll
you.
be seeing you around.
Okay, thank you.